This is Josiah Plays West of Loathing. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to all of the peoples. Let's turn in some mugs. Howdy. Howdy! Good to see you again, Griff! Tip your hat to the bartender. I found these mugs. Much obliged! Hand in the recovered mugs and collect your bounty. You gain 100 meat. Thanks. Thought I'd say howdy. Here we go. This is what she said before. Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery.
It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind.
But how is that even possible?
It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up.
Patience? Oh, ouch. Doc Alice turns away, grimacing.
Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is him coming back afterward and looking for revenge.
That must be pretty rough.
Rough? Buddy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. Not just patients, it's neighbors, friends, husbands.
Oh.
Indeed.
Turns away from you and focuses her attention back on the bottle. Doc Alice sighs exasperatedly.
What now?
What's the deal with all the TNT?
So when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so small there won't be nothing left to come back.
That seems drastic.
Drastic hell! No way am I taking the risk of becoming one of those things!
Fair enough, I suppose. Do you have any idea what's causing the resurrections?
Well, I heard a rumor.
A rumor? What is it?
It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source.
Oh, come on with the dad jokes.
Anyway, what I heard is there's a fella out west that's causing it. A necromancer, they call him. Supposedly he's sending magic out into the world somehow.
You mean magic like the bean slingers use?
I've never heard of any bean slinger raising the dead, have you?
Her scowl deepens.
That'd be one hell of a can of beans.
About that necromancer.
Assuming he exists, what about him?
Well, maybe somebody ought to try and stop him. Doc Alice gives you a sharp look.
You? 'Cause I know you ain't talking about me.
Why not you?
A gray-haired old woman that knows as much about fighting as a squirrel knows surgery? Did you hit your head on a bar stool, kid?
You aren't that old. And if I were gonna pick someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who also knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? Doc Alice stares hard at you and takes a swig from her bottle, saying nothing. And it sounds to me like you got plenty of motivation to get the job done. For your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you. You can see the gears turning in her head. Beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away. Then she shakes her head slowly.
You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself? Chasing a rumor?
Doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him.
It's crazy! Impossible!
Possible like raising the dead is impossible. Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens in her eyes.
Alright, kid! What the hell? Let's give it a shot!
Cool. Hey, I just got a party member, I think.
Just let me know when you're ready to leave. I'll wait here.
Alright. Oh, that doctor had a lot of stuff to say. We had to like talk to her like 4 different times to go through all the conversations, and now I think she just joined my party. Biff McGruff, cow puncher. That's what I was thinking too, Nox. Is the woman in the tavern, Susie, is probably supposed to join you. Maybe. His name is totally not Braid. Oh, I do have some soap now! Cool. Now, how come I didn't get rattlesnake hides from the snakes that I killed, though? Well, I'll trade this soap for a lock. Braid, though you really don't think his name is actually Braid, takes your soap and hands you a lock. No trades right now, thanks. Padlock got its name because it's like a wizard that protects your house. I have a feeling that I'm gonna take the cell door to the dude and he's gonna be like, "Oh noes, now I have no way to lock the cell door," and I'll be like, "Lols, I got a lock, bro." And he'd be like, "Wow, cool, you win the game." Maybe because you aren't a snake oiler. Yeah, could be so. Could be so, Saito. What's up, Sheriff?
I see the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door?
You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges.
Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up?
Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job.
I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward.
He produces a big bag of meat. You gain 400 meat.
Got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one.
Oh, what you need?
Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock.
I just so happen to have one. Hand the sheriff the lock.
Well, that'll do nicely.
The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell.
Hellfire! Well, don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger? Got a needle handy?
I'll see what I can do. I murdered 3 of the 4, including one that was special needs. That's cool, right? Nobody was special needs. They were all dangerous, murderous gangsters that needed to go down for the safety of little Billy. I did it for little Billy. Don't worry about who little Billy actually is. Let's try picking the lock. You deftly picked the lock. You've unlocked the cell door. Better let the sheriff reclaim the key himself so he has something to do today. I unlocked your cell for you. The sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it, and eventually sticks it under his hat.
Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they better watch out. That's a good job you done.
Don't mention it.
Here, have this as a souvenir of your time in Boring Springs.
I got a replica sheriff badge. Thanks, Sheriff. Now I'm replica Sheriff Griff McGruff. Oh, I even equipped this. It's an item with stats. This is a plastic facsimile of the sheriff's badge. He usually gives them to children who tour the jail. The item goes on your lapel. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Feeling strong about it. How's it going?
Bleeding rightly.
Later, Sheriff. Cell is now usable, at least until the sheriff manages to screw it up again. You give it about a week. Well, I need to buy a horse. And what'd he say, Pete?
Oh, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, thunderation, some double-crossing hornswoggler sank my battleship.
Uh-huh. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. Pete notices the shiny rock you're carrying and his wild eyes light up.
That there is a right shiny rock you got, stranger. I'll give you 7 meat for that rock.
I don't think so. 7 meat's not very much. No, I like this rock. I think I'll keep it. He shrugs.
Suit yourself.
Pete notices the nugget of silver you found earlier.
I'll take that old silver nugget off your hands if you like. Give you 81 meat for it.
Alright, that sounds pretty good. You know what? I don't need the 81 meat. I'm gonna hold on to the nugget.
As you please.
Pete squints and points at the unrefined meat ore you're carrying.
You ain't seem like someone got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. I'll buy it off'n you for 73 meat.
Nah.
Well,
I'm saving this for later. Pete shrugs.
well, alrighty then.
See you later, Pete. I could always come back and sell those things to him later. If, Look at those shadows, huh? Next gen. Alright, let's try talking to Susie. 73 meat. Not 75, but 73. Yeah. Oh! Susie Cochran. This is the wife of the... this is the mother of the husband and 2 kids that were dead in the graveyard. Are you Susie Cochran?
How'd you know my last name?
Saw the graves in the cemetery. Sorry for your loss. It's almost like you said what multiple times. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. Saw it happening. Saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing and couldn't do nothing about it. The bartender said it was cows? Cows, right. I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before... well, before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed. I don't remember seeing you say that. Go on.
Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple days ago. Happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes, just like that.
What did you do?
There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and I saw Tim trampled right in front of me.
He drains her glass.
I ain't want to talk about it anymore.
Sorry. Refills her mug from a bottle on the bar and doesn't reply. Oh, what'll you do now?
Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here. No desire to stay. Can't leave without my rifle, though.
Why not?
It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody.
Well, where is it?
Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need someone to go get it for me.
Her whole family died. That's pretty bad. Even the little baby. How did I not see you say any of those things, Saito? Oh yeah, you did say that, and I totally didn't see it. Weird. It's like I saw all the things above and below your comment, both times. The vengeance of Noxus, son. Maybe you didn't want to see what I said. That's probably true. But why don't you go get it yourself? Susie's jaw clenches. She turns away so you can't see her face and resumes her drinking. Oh. Let's try that a little again.
Look, I know you got no call to do a favor for a stranger, but I ain't got a lot of options.
Rifle, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go get it. Susie shows you on the map where her ranch is. The Cochran Ranch. I'll take my leave.
Find my rifle yet, stranger?
Not yet. I'll let you know. Not allowed in Topeka anymore. I have a lot of stuff in my stuff. Guess it's time to go to the Cochran Ranch. I hope we don't have to fight cows now. You got a bar of soap? Yeah, I already traded it. I traded the bar of soap for something. What did I trade it for? For the lock, yeah, that I needed. That's right, for the lock. Cochran Ranch time. Here we go. Ow! Cochran Ranch, established 1891. All the water in this trough is boiled away. Susie's ranch house is burned to the ground. Oh man, those animations though. Am I right? Is this shit not the gen after the current gen? Something behind this door is making some pretty awful noises. Eek, ouch, yank, out, dag nabbit. The outhouse is the only thing still standing. Uh-oh, I hear some bovine-sounding noises. This could get ugly. This could get real ugly. Knox advisory. Yeah, I just need 2 more meat. The cellar. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. I got a varmint skin and knife. This is the knife optimized for separating varmints from their hides. Oh, you can get skins from beasts after combat. Damage 4-5. I want to see something really fast. I just want to see something. If I go back to Thousand Snakes Gulch, are there any more snakes here? Because if I would have gotten this knife before I came here and killed the snakes, I could have gotten snake skins, and I could have traded them for the thing. But it's too late now. Yeah, hashtag my old peril. These pies were not safe. Whoa! It's a flaming bull skull. This thing looks angry. You're not gonna make it to that safe without dealing with it. Time to deal with it. Griff McGruff. Ready to fight. It's a work demon. Yeah, that's what it is. A pyrobove. A pyrobove is clearly not a work demon. It's clearly not a cow, though. So it only has 15 hit points, and it has 50% hot resistance. Beef up! Kick some ass. That just breathes fire on me. And now I'm on fire. I win. Transformed itself into a cowbomination. Yeah, Nox. Well, I wouldn't have gotten the knife from going to the boneyard. Because I wouldn't have gone back immediately and talked to her. And I wouldn't have gone to her ranch before doing... I mean, it doesn't make sense to not go to those other places first. That's the quest you have, so you go find the 3 horses. There would have been no reason to go back and talk to her right away. There's elements in Kingdom of Loathing. Hot, cold, spooky, stench, and sleazy. Nice. You defeated that nasty cow skull floating in a cloud of flame. Got 6 XP. Hooray! Cochran family's gun safe. I got Susie's rifle. It's an old rifle, but it's obviously been well cared for. There are 6 little notches carved into the stock. Well, I'm sure there'll be more snakes to kill. And I'll get plenty of skins. Guess it's back to Susie we go. So then Susie will probably join us, and we'll have Susie and the doctor on our team. That's what I'm guessing. Find my rifle yet, stranger? Yep, here she is. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Griff McGruff. Thanks, Griff. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, you just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Thanks again for getting my rifle. Let me know if you need anything or if you want me to come with you when you head west. Okay. So I don't think I can do anything else here in this town until I buy a horse.
Darnation, there's a scorpion in my sleeping hole.
Don't sell it to him, don't sell it to him, don't sell it to him. See you later, Pete. Okay. BS Horsery. Well, I have to decide which horse I want. I know which horse Saito wants me to get. But that's not the one I'm getting. This horse looks uncomfortable when you look directly at her. Most typical horse you've ever seen. Behold a pale horse, like absurdly pale. This horse has the look of someone who has seen the madness that dances on the other side of the void. Can we vote? Sure, you can vote. Vote away. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? Can you sell me a horse? Sure thing. I should warn you, though. Horses get mighty attached to their riders. Once you've bought one, you won't be able to change your mind later. Which one are you interested in? Give me the one with the crazy eyes. Okay, I gotta warn you, this horse has seen some shit, or some stuff. But I'll sell him for 1,000 meat. Is something wrong with him? Oh no, not as such. He's perfectly functional. But, well, he's always sneaking off to Thousand Snakes Gulch to chew on the loco weed that grows there. And that makes him see crazy things. I think it's more like he does it to forget about the crazy things he sees all the time anyway. Sounds familiar. Color me intrigued. I'll take him. Thanks! Here's the keys. Ride safe. Achievement unlocked. Horse senseless. Give him a name. Oh, I get to give him a name. It's funny that the default name is Tim. That's my old roommate's name. Crazy horse. What's a good name for Griff McGruff's horse? Naval? Hey Chiffon, how you doing? Welcome. How's things going with you? You, what should I name my crazy horse? I've got a horse and it's crazy. Liam? Liam the crazy horse? Or Saito? Well, he's crazy and he's always eating that loco weed. Sounds like somebody I know. I'm gonna name my horse Sonny. You guys can guess who I'm naming my horse after. Are you sure you want to name your horse Sonny? Yeah, I'm sure. Alright then, Sonny the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. Southeast West map. Nice. I got my own crazy horse. It's your new horse, Sonny. Ride Sonny out of town. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? On second thought, I'm gonna have to talk to some people first. Southwest, east, map, west, east. This is ostensibly a map, though it's mostly blank. Looks like you'll have to fill the bulk of it out yourself. The Sonny from Sonny Came Home by American country singer Sean Colvin? No. Follow map to Dirtwater. Oh no, no. Alright, so if I wanna, before I leave, I wanna get my peoples. I wonder if I can take them both or if I have to choose. Thanks again for getting my rifle. Let me know if you need anything or if you want me to come with you when you head west. Okay. Well, I'm here to let you know. How do I do the no letting?
Just let me know when you're ready to leave. I'll wait here.
I guess I just need to try to leave town then. And, hey, you know, these walking animations kind of look like this is a Bethesda game. I guess I'll just try to leave and then it'll let me pick my person? I don't know. You never get that loot that was in that cave. Yeah, that's the weird thing, because, like, where else would you even get 3 dynamite? There's only 1 dynamite available to trade for. Oh, maybe if you had Dickerin, you could get the other dynamite. So only the one class that starts with Dickerin, which is probably the Snake Oiler. That's probably the only one that can get that loot. What the fuck is this game? This is West of Loathing. It's a weird fucking game. A very weird game. Alright, here's my crazy horse. Let's go. I'm ready. Oh, I can take Crazy Pete with me? Alrighty then. You're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with. Somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? Crazy Pete, Doc Alice, or Susie Cochran? Oh, it's a tough decision. It's a tough decision. Because I don't really want Doc Alice. But I do want Susie, but Crazy Pete could be so entertaining to have with me. And it would fit my whole theme with Crazy Pete and the Crazy Horse. Not Susie, she's boring. Pete for life. I think you're right. I think I have to take Crazy Pete. The theme argument is valid. Pete was the name of my surgeon last Friday. Was he a good surgeon? Sold on Pete based on the theme. Crazy Pete is on a watch list. Well, all the most interesting people are. Let's take Crazy Pete. Hop back to the saloon and collect Crazy Pete. And we'll hit the trail. Could have taken the Gary the Goblin if I hadn't killed him, huh? Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself where your XP gets spent? Well, cut the games. This isn't even a question. Of course I want to do it myself. Start spending it manually. Yeehaw! Okay, you now have the option of turning yourself into some kind of unbalanced weirdo if you want. Hey, that's what I am in real life. Open your character screen when you want to spend XP. You consult the southeast-west map the hostler gave you. It only lists two things, the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. I've discovered locations. Let's head for Dirtwater, I guess, since that's the only information. These glasses taste expensive? What? Day 1, the first day of the Rusty Rear. Oh, I think we just finished the tutorial and got to the actual game. Can't interact with the coaches or anything. Is that Crazy Pete? Does he have a quest? Is that what that means? Sunny whinnies as you approach. Let's comb his mane. He makes a sort of glurk noise. Whatever that is. Manifest Destiny Railroad Company laws, yeah. Saddle up! Oh my god, there's like an actual world map that you can travel around on. Like, is this basically like the Fallout world map where you just go between places and maybe you have random encounters and shit? Look, it shows me and Crazy Pete and my crazy horse. I can just wander. Okay, that's really cool. I got 975 meat. Crazy Pete appears to be teabagging the air. Sign says, room for rent, inquire within. Alright, let's see what's going on with Crazy Pete here. See, this game has replay value. You gotta play it again to see what happens when you take the other people with you. It's your partner. What's shaking, Pete?
Well, now, if you're interested in mining and such, I happen to know a little mine not too far from here.
Okay. Is it a good one?
Ain't never been. Well, I have to explore it to find out.
Ooh. Discovered a new map location, Snake Pit Mine. Am I forgetting about anything? Pete says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. It's nice to have a base of operations. Ask for another suggestion. Pete shrugs. Apparently that's all the suggestions he can think of. Much obliged.
It looks like a good place for a rock skunk.
It sure does.
This looks like a good place for a hop frog.
What do you think we should do next?
Well, now, if you're in a hurry to push west, I'd say a train will get us there a mite faster than horseback. You got a railroad camp marked on that map of yours, right?
Oh, yeah. Alright, so the railroad camp is the main quest, apparently. And I got the Snake Pit Mine. Let's find out what's going on. The Jewel Saloon. This water is for horses only. Hey, this looks like the guy from the other town. Jewel Saloon. Hey, this looks curiously like the last saloon. That looks curiously like Susie. Oh, it's another spittoon! Here we go, folks. Are you ready? This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor. Because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. Here we go, round 2. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Inspect it. Sigh! When the game itself is sighing at you. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad. Because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit. The toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years' worth. Distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. This is gross. This is awesome. Let's search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah, let's go for it. Glorp. Feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. Oh, look what I got, Nox. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. Filthy porcelain cow. Hooray! Ooh, it's equipable, too. And it's worth a lot of money. See, totally worth it. I got the nasty ring in the last spittoon. This time I got a filthy porcelain cow. You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit and you don't want it to spill out the little hole in the bottom of it. This item goes in your offhand. That thing's actually super awesome. Totally worth it to dig in spittoons. Poker room. I like the quotation marks. Let's see. Chiffon says, I accidentally drank my dad's chewing tobacco spit once because it was in a Coke bottle, so I thought it was Coke. And having flashbacks, OMG. That is really gross. That's super gross. Guest rooms. Alright, oh, can I get into a fist fight? These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. Oh, I guess not. It's your partner.
The good old Jewel Saloon! Nice to see this old place ain't changed much, eh?
You've been here before?
Oh, sure, I've been all over these territories. Even spent a little time up north in Canada when I was younger. They got a thing they do with gravy and potatoes that's just fascinating.
There you go. Mention of your homeland, Saito. Canada. Nice. Called poutine, sir. Yeah. Little Canada was an area in Kingdom of Loathing. Oh, nice. There's nothing of interest to you upstairs. Why don't you let me decide what's of interest to me, game? They're engrossed in conversation. Leave them be. What if I don't want to leave them be? Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Ah, thanks. I'm Griff. Griff McGruff. Glad to know you, Griff. Folks round here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front, advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house, and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance, right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Wow, great. I just got a free room. Yeehaw! Howdy, Griff. Anything I can get for you? Hey, Lloyd. You need help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. I'd have poked around in 'em myself, but I lost the key. This is suddenly taking a strange turn. It says he told the bartender in the Jewel Saloon in Dirtwater. So he's my quest journal, basically. Alright. Thanks for the reminder. This isn't Susie, is it? Nah, that gal doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. Oh, you see it has two L's? See ya later, Lloyd. I wonder how much effort it takes Lloyd to speak through that magnificent mustache. That's a good question, Chiffon. Probably a lot. Poker room. Oh, this guy. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. Try to talk to him. He doesn't react to you at all. He's still staring blankly off into space, listening to the piano. The piano player is not very good at his job. Let's try to fix him. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. Oh, I don't have any needles for lockpicking. Let's let it be for now. Slop, 5 meat. Man points to the sign on the counter. Slop, 5 meat. Oh, I'd love to have some slop. I got a plate of slop, folks. This is a plate of the slop they serve at the Jewel and Dirtwater. They should really hire better kitchen staff before some competing restaurant moves in and eats their lunch. Plus 5 hit points for the rest of the day. Okay. These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns and which of theirs is nicer. Let's check out the poker room. Jewel Saloon Poker Room. This poster says Rules of Poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. A full house beats a full house. Any player passing out drunk at the table must remove their boots. A 10 is equivalent to 2 kings of diamonds. A Royal Canadian straight beats a Utah flush. Kings are wild unless accompanied by a 2 of spades. 3s are wild unless accompanied by 2 9s of spades. Wait, 2 9s of spades? 3 trays and 2 7s count as a straight. Any player passing out drunk at the table must immediately double their bet. 4s are wild and jacks of clubs are double wild. 7s are wild unless accompanied by 4 9s. A Utah straight beats a backwards Georgia straight. Reverse straight beats a South Carolina straight. A player with more than 29 cards in their hand must immediately hand 25 meat to the player on their left. These sound like some legitimate rules. 5s are wild and 7s of hearts are double wild. Straight beats a full house. Any player spitting anywhere other than a spittoon immediately loses the game. Any player caught with a pocket king must remove their boots. Any player holding a tray must add 35 meat to the pot. A player holding a 5 of diamonds must swap cards with the player on their left. These are some serious, legitimate rules. Player passing out drunk at the table must immediately discard a one-armed king of clubs. 3 one-eyed queens of diamonds must be replaced with a pair of jacks, but beat 3 queens. Alright, wow, so those are just a bunch of crazy random rules. This table is full up. No room at this table. Everybody's pulling out guns. I could probably play with these guys. Let's lose some money. There's an empty seat at this table. Let's play some quote-unquote poker. You sit down at the poker table. A dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Clara, and the player to your left says his name is Dan. The dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. Ante up! Yeehaw! You ante up. Clara and Dan toss in 20 meat each. The dealer gives a deck a shuffle and then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's a really terrible hand. A tray of clubs and 3 10s of clubs. 3 10s of clubs. This is some dodgy ass cards right here. 3 10s of clubs. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat and you estimate your chances of winning at around 20%. I could forcefully raise using my muscle. I could grit my teeth and strategize. Check or fold. Let's grit my teeth and strategize. The dealer gives the deck a shuffle and then deals. A hand of cards glides across. Wait. Oh, that says the same thing as said before. You arrange your cards into a more aesthetically pleasing spread, plus 20% win chance. Glamorously strategize. Okay, my chance of winning is about 40%. I can't do these other things anymore, so all I can do is check, which would give me a 50% chance, or I can fold. Well, there's no reason to fold. So, let's go for it. I'm all in. Glance at Dan and check. 10% win chance. Clara scowls and checks. Dan checks. It's the last round of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning at around 50%. What if I want to forcefully, gumptiously raise? Nice. I want to do things gumptiously. Forcefully strategize. Go. The last round of betting. Time to do or die. You grunt and strain and tear one of your cards in half. Now you have 2 of that card. This is the most amazing. I would play this card game. 20% win chance. Reveal your cards. You frown and reveal a Nevada straight. Why did I pronounce it Nevada? I live in Nevada. Everybody here says Nevada. A Nevada straight. Clara sighs and reveals her hand. A straight. Dan grumbles and turns over a full house. You win. You gather your haul. You gain 60 meat. Dealer announces that the ante's been raised to 25. Should I keep going? What the fuck? Why not? 25 meat. Boom. That's a pretty decent hand. A deuce of diamonds, 3 kings, and 2 jacks of diamonds. Pot is 75 meat. You estimate you're at about 30%. Apparently I can't do these things. So let's check. That'll give me a 40%. Farrah hesitates for a moment and then checks. Dan checks. Second round of betting. 75 meat. 40%. Let's forcefully strategize. Now I have 2 of that card. Let's grit my teeth and strategize. Cock your hat at a jauntier angle. 20% win chance. I win! I gained 7. Hey, this isn't that hard. I'm kind of kicking ass here. Let's ante up. You know what? No. Let's quit while I'm ahead. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Mostly because it's time to end this episode. So, next time we will continue to explore the saloon here. We'll continue to explore the town. We'll have some good times. We'll do some crazy shit with Pete, you know. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope the game just saves when I exit out of it or whatever. Who knows? But thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays West of Loathing.